get a consensus in the meetings that we had, so I'm just going to go ahead and Deus Ex this particular thing. For whatever reason, you guys all have known each other for a year or more. You guys can make those decisions in your own chat going on. You're all decent friends, hang out every once in a while for whatever reason. You guys just get along and click together. You've been on adventures before, nothing crazy, but just you guys enjoy hanging out in the wilderness together when you do hang out. One of you, it doesn't matter who, had this crazy idea. What if you create? You seem to have all of the niches for an adventuring club or an adventuring business, and so you decided to form the Business Adventurers Unlimited, and have even gone as far as spreading your flyers all over, saying that you'll be at the tavern tonight waiting for anybody that needs to bring an adventure to you. While it seems a little bit childish, this seems to be the only way that every other adventuring company has ever managed to grow and become the major adventuring corporations that they are today, and that's actually kind of how this world works. People take their problems. Yep, people take their problems to adventuring groups, clubs, corporations, and then a group of adventurers gets assigned and goes out and does it. Most are big business-style corporations, but there's mom-and-pop type shops, and that's what you guys are. You guys are friends who want to earn money doing what you think is going to be amazing adventuring. Does anybody have anything they want to add to the richness of this story?
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
New York like a big city?
It's about 5,000 people, which in these types of areas, this is actually huge for a city. There's probably only 10 or 12 geographical locations that have more people. Now, the largest in the world is actually where Zyrost comes from. Zatopolis, Zatopolis. And it's got about 125,000 people, but it is like there's only two that are more than 100,000 people, and they're almost on opposite ends of the planet. All right, so going into the story proper, and actually, Brandon, if you could change the name of the stream to Chapter 1, Daimmer Dole and the Greenskinned Menace.
Okay. Whoops.
There we go.
Chapter 1.
And I put it in the chat in our roll. Okay.
Oh,
So, Chapter 1, Daimmer Dole and the Greenskinned Menace. The tavern is particularly rowdy tonight. You can't quite be sure if it's the work week without incident, or the fact that roughly 6 months ago the Third Cardurian War ended, or if today was just such a beautiful fall day that everyone decided they needed to finish it off with a pint. Jovial laughter, wisps of pipe smoke, and clinks of crystal steins fill the air as the members of the newly formed guild, Adventurers Unlimited, sit around a table planning their next move for their first major business adventure. What are each of you going to do?
Is this where we type it, or do we say it?
You guys can say it out loud. You can talk over each other. I mean, if someone starts talking and you want to talk next, throw a 1 in the chat.
I'm away from the group, just drinking my ass off, chatting up some girls, just having a good time.
Okay.
I am not drinking.
Okay.
I am not drinking, probably in the corner trying to get information from probably the bar waitress, actually, because they always seem to have it. See if anyone's been asking about the guild.
Okay, go ahead and roll a gather information check. That's a d20 plus your gather information modifier.
Yeah, I'm checking. Did I actually take that skill?
Is it just me, or did Solus's quality go down?
It did a little bit, but it's rebounded for me.
Okay.
Looks like I did not, so it's just the +2 charisma, so that's think I did that.
Oh gosh, yeah. People,
I got a 20.
there have been a couple of "what are these guys about" requests going around, like, hey, and a couple of people have joked that you guys are going to be like every other adventuring guild. You're going to go out for a couple adventures, someone's going to get a hand cut off, and you'll be done with it. But there's been positive reception on the signs that you guys made. They actually look really professional, and there have been people who have asked to see if you planned on being in tonight. Whether or not they come in and actually talk to you, you don't know.
Okay, and the next question would be, are they here still?
No, none of them are here yet.
Okay.
So, what's the door situation like?
The doors, you're able to get in. Since all manner of creatures are standard warforged and centaurs, and even
Just the whole
like
9 yards.
there's a behir, or not a behir. There's a beholder here drinking, and everybody knows him. He's the funny
checking out
drunken beholder.
everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And it's this particular world. We're really gonna blur the lines of good and evil. Not all beholders are evil. And this one, actually, he's like the jovial, most happy old man. Has all kinds of stories from when he was actually in charge of patrolling a particularly dangerous part of a cave, and all of the dumb adventurers that stumbled in. And he just realized one day he didn't want to do it anymore. But you buy him a pint, and he will tell you those stories about all these idiot adventurers who would just walk into his freeze ray area, and he'd turn them into stone, or hang them from a ceiling, or make them pass out and make them wake up in weird beds in faraway strange lands and have no idea how they got there.
Neat.
In fact, the longer he went on, the more bored he got, and the more creative some of the shit he started doing was.
I think
MZ,
I
what
kind
are you
of like
doing?
this guy.
I'm currently just sitting and observing the surroundings.
Okay.
Not drinking anything.
Everybody make a spot check at the door. D20 plus your spot.
D20 plus what?
Whatever your spot is.
Oh.
I believe I have the racial spot bonus, don't I?
Mhm.
You do.
It should
And
be
that's-
in your total modifier if you let it do its
Yeah.
thing automatically.
20.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, 6.
I
I'm
took 4 points in the skill, have a +2 for my feet.
Well, apparently only Wilhelm saw this. Anybody who got higher than a 15...
I got it.
Durango says too. You notice a particularly clumsy gnome tumble into the pub, climb up on the banister, not without falling off twice, and look around at the patrons of the bar. He sees your table, and smiles, and then he sees Zyrost, and he somehow gracefully tumbles off the banister and around several patrons until he's standing next to Zyrost. They have a grave, hushed conversation for a few minutes before the chest takes a sip from Zyrost's stein and performs a sort of secret handshake chest bump and then walks away. Suddenly, a pair of knuckle dusters fly over the crowd and bop Zyrost on the head. "Take better care of your stuff, you guffin!" you hear him shout at Zyrost. He climbs to the top of the banister and waves and smiles, before again very clumsily losing his balance and falling ass first onto the floor mid-wave.
a bitch, you deserve that.
That's funny. He fell.
I do need to message what the gnome
I've got-
told Zach,
No.
or Zyrost.
Just so you know, I do have Skype open on the other computer, and it's not interfering with the call at all, so we're
Good.
good to go there. And my roommate is making homemade pumpkin pie, and it smells so fucking good.
I was gonna say, I didn't quite catch all that. What was, what they do to him? Like the two guys who ran over?
One guy just went over, talked to him for a few minutes, and then tossed a pair of knuckle dusters back to Zyrost as he was walking
Oh, that
away.
picture. Okay.
Like he had pickpocketed him and then gave it back on his way out.
conversation with Roy. Up to that point, I've been having a great time, just throwing back beers, talking to everybody, and it's just like, after that, I'm just completely solemn. It's just gone completely into business mode, and I'm no longer having a good time or focused on the women that are around me.
And there are several. All shaking their cleavage
Does
from
the
different
gnome-
directions.
So,
What kind of character does the gnome look like? Like a maid dress, commoner dress, rogue dress?
You recognize you recognize him as a rogue. Roll knowledge. Roll a knowledge check as far as, since you're also a rogue. This one's pretty famous. You might know him.
Oh. 8.
Okay, you don't know him. Xylo, you had something you wanted to say?
I'm gonna lean over to Zyros, and I'm going to politely lean in and say, "Have no friends not equal to yourself," and then sit back up.
we just kind of look over and nod. At this point, I'm just kind of contemplating the information that I've received, and I'm not really sure how I want to act on it.
Well, since I don't recognize him, since I'm still talking to that barmaid,
Mm-hmm.
does she know who he is?
Nope. First time she's ever seen him.
Oh. Well, then I suppose I should walk back to the table.
All right. Well, and Zyrost is off kind of at the bar. He's not at your guys' table. He's doing his own thing.
Oh.
The rest of the night goes with quite a ruckus, but, no fights, and no one actually approaches your table. A couple of strangers eye you from the distance, but eventually the closing time bell is rang, you order your final drinks, and prepare to leave for the night. Outside of the tavern, you notice, I gotta pull up the right form here. Just beyond, in a dark alley, you start hearing low-pitched moans emanate from what appears to be a hairless dog with tentacles for eyes, attacking a pile of black robes. What will you do?
A hairless dog with tentacles for eyes?
Yep. Oh, I'll be right back.
A hairless dog with tentacles for eyes. Oh god. Really? Already? First adventure? Really?
And it's
Tentacles
moaning.
already? Yes.
And it's moaning.
Actually, I think the pile of black robes is moaning, but, well,
Is the
I
pile
don't
of
know,
black
it
robes
could
an
be
anime
either
girl?
way.
Quick, get the holy water.
God damn it, Doug.
I can't find my card. Give me a second while I look up this creature.
Oh, well done. Is it a goddamn rust monster?
No.
Oh, okay. Good. I was gonna have to drive the 90 miles to shank you. I mean, not that I have a whole lot of metal on me, but really? Rust monster, first exact
Already?
first
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
This is why we can't have anything nice.
Right?
I know I have them. Okay, there we are. So what are you guys gonna do?
I
I
typed
don't know
in.
tell what the
I typed in what I've got. So
Okay, so what is that? Okay, so are you guys gonna fight it, or are you guys gonna let it keep kicking the shit out of the pile of robes?
Is there any way we can tell with the pile of robes who or what that is?
You do cast Detect Evil, and the pile of robes is evil, and it is also evil.
So everything's evil.
Everything is evil.
Let's burn it all.
Well,
Well, I know what I'm fighting tonight.
is there
Yay!
is there
Pile of
something
robes.
that
Oh.
would apply to that to see if I can determine what it is?
What are you trying to do?
See if do like a whatever check, knowledge check, I guess, to see if I know what it is or
Sure.
recognize it.
Yeah, knowledge of the planes. Anybody have knowledge of the planes?
No, but I have +4 in, so I'll try it.
Okay.
Crap.
No idea. It's a dog. It's a hairless dog with tentacles for eyes.
Neat.
Can we tell which one's winning the fight right now?
The hairless dog is kicking the shit out of the pile of robes. And it's
Hence why it's
moaning
a pile of robes.
Yeah, yeah. It's the pile of robes is moaning and screaming and crying for help weakly.
So, given the charisma scores, am I to assume that MZ's character is kind of looked at as the leader?
No, you guys lead together. You guys are a group of friends that work together pretty well.
Alright, I pull out my warhammer,
Mm-hmm.
and I yell, "This is my boomstick!" and charge in.
Okay,
Swinging at the fucking dog.
that's perfect. Everybody roll a d20 initiative.
Cancel.
And oh, what did you want to say, Xylo?
No, cancel. It's fine.
Okay.
No, where the fuck is my initiative? Okay.
Now, since you're charging in, actually, you get a charge attack that's going to be prior to initiative, and you're going to catch this thing flat-footed. So what you're going to do is you're going to, since you're charging, and it's within charge range, you're going to roll 1d20 plus your base attack bonus plus another 2.
Okay, so 1d20
Oh.
plus my base attack bonus, which would be based on my strength.
Strength plus your weapon focus for Cord's blessing the weapon. So it's actually, it's in the weapon box, it's the +3, so all told you're going to have a +5 to hit.
Okay, so 1d20 plus 5. And where do I find what my initiative roll will be as well?
You'll...
Modifier.
Did you take improved initiative?
I did.
Okay. You hit the creature, so go ahead and roll damage. That's 1d8 plus 3. All
I
right.
don't think I have initiative.
Yeah, you
It's your dexterity bonus.
No.
I
Which-
don't.
So
It's
you'll just
1d
roll 1d20 then.
Yeah, 1d20, and then you add your dex bonus. But if you don't
So,
have a dex bonus, it's just
You do quite a lot of damage to it. It's wow.
dude, this program
we
sucks.
got a 1
Everybody's
and a
looking
2.
brutal.
So it
I got my 120 first, and that's it.
it squeals in pain, and everybody needs to make a save because the squeal wasn't a vocalized squeal; it was a psionic squeal.
What is it?
Will save?
Will save. Yep. 14 or better.
So forgive my ignorance, but how do I... So
1d20 plus your will, whatever that is. It's
Where do I
below your
find-
strength, below your stat block. Right below that, it should say.
Oh, okay.
forwards.
Okay, gotcha.
Aha! I save.
Yep.
Hello, saves.
Zyra, this program sucks. You guys are
Natural 20.
Bodiel.
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
Bodiel. Your mind is in so much pain. You're at -2 to do everything. Every roll you make is going to be -2 from here on out until tomorrow, because it's just like it hurts that bad. You fall to your knees. Oh my god! So now I got to go back and get initiative here.
So where do I find what my initiative modifier would be?
There's to the right of your stat block. There should be an initiative.
It says in it, right above speed.
Not yet in it.
Oh,
and
there
it's
it is.
your dex bonus plus anything you might get from feats or
think we took improved
class
initiative.
bonuses
Yeah, I did. So
or racial bonuses or anything like that. So
by default it would be 0, but with improved initiative it would be
4.
what? 4? Okay.
I thought improved initiative
Well,
was
by,
2.
by normal, it's 1d20, and then you add your bonuses.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, that's a 10.
So that was a 10. Okay, you rolled a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, Xylo... Oh no,
Xylo's
your
10.
bonuses. Yeah, Xylo's bonus is smaller, so you'll go before.
Make sure you're looking at the right character, Xylo or Zyrost.
I both.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Mine
I'll
is-
just shut the hell up then.
There's Bodiel. What did you roll for your initiative, Bodiel?
I rolled
2.
a 6.
Okay, or 6.
Oh, yeah. You
Still. Okay, so Bodiel, you are first in all this. Oh wait, I need to roll my
Oh
initiative.
wait, no, I really for my initiative it was 2. Never mind.
Okay. Well, I did it backwards. It's last, but
How about
My
this?
initiative was only 5.
When you roll, type in after your roll command what the roll is for, so we don't have to. So
Yeah.
it saves on the computer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So actually, it goes first because it's at a 21. I added +5, but it's only +4. So it goes first. It's going to take a swipe at you, Durango. Or, I'm sorry, at Zyros. Now, it's making a touch attack with one of its tentacles, which means you don't get your armor bonus, and you only get your dex bonus. So it's going to hit you on a 10 or better. And it misses. Not very good at that. Durango, you go.
Too quick.
Oh, well then I will do a charge and do a red by attack.
Okay.
After drawing my longsword, of course.
Right.
Ooh!
Whoa.
Nat
You-
20.
Potential crit. Go ahead and roll to see if you crit.
And that's just a flat 1d20, right?
Plus your attack bonus. You
Oh.
have to hit with your...
Neat.
yeah.
Oh, damn!
Wow, one off of the critical attempt. Okay, so you hit it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so 1d8. Okay, so crit is ×2 plus I get my ride by attack bonus, which is doubling the damage as well.
Oh wow! So yeah, it would be
Times
4 times?
times 4.
2. Would
So-
it be just total times 4? 1d8
Yeah,
times
total
4 or
times
1d8 plus 3 times 4?
1d8 times 3 plus 4, or plus 3 times 4.
Or you could just do 48 plus 12.
No, the
Is there a
That's-
multiplier
that's
on
right.
this?
Oh no, that's right. Double is a triple, isn't it?
Yeah, double is a triple. So it's ×3. Can you math this?
I don't know.
Let's try it.
So I guess it would be 3d8 times plus 9.
Okay, so it's
So that 15, you cleave it
no.
in
That's
half.
that's only one roll. Well, I
right.
guess.
You do, when you multiply, you
Oh, yeah.
you make a single roll, you add your modifiers, then you multiply. So
Okay.
that's 15. Because a double is a triple. You're right. So you do 15 points of damage, and you cleave it in half. Suddenly, MZ's brain pain stops, but she still is taking -2 to all of her rolls for the rest of the night. The creature literally just splits in half and slowly peels apart, and then hits the ground. The pile of robes introduces itself wearily and almost drunkenly. Daimmer Dole I am. You know the Mind Shredder would have been my end, should you not have helped me. Thank you, many thank yous. He suspiciously eyes Zyrost, but says, I have more of those horrible creatures in my basement, an experiment's gone wrong. You know that you will kill them for me. I shall pay you tenfold the pittance I offer now. And he hands you 36 gold, just thanking you for taking care of the creature.
How many more?
Tenfold is 360 gold.
No, the monsters all.
Two.
Only 2? Let's do it. Oh, guys, I have a question, though. Did you guys like my war cry?
What was it? I missed it.
This is my boomstick.
Oh, yes. Hell yes.
All right.
Not sure if it's quite there yet.
So, are you guys going to go?
I say that we go. I think it's a great opportunity. We took care of the one easily enough. 2 more shouldn't really be a problem.
Well,
Anybody opposed?
Helps up the
I'm
paladin.
in. Let's make
Probably
some
still
money
doubled
just like
over.
back home, killing things and stuff. Yeah.
I do want to know what the paladin thinks of helping an evil person.
She wants to get rid of the monsters just because there's more of them than him, but she's considering coming back later for him, basically.
Okay. Now remember, just because someone is evil doesn't mean that you can arrest or hurt them until they prove that they've done something evil, until you see something that is illegal and that you can arrest them or kill them for their actions, because you are still bound by the law.
That's true. I guess she's gonna keep an eye on him more than anything.
Okay. All right. He leads you back to a twisted old house that looks like something that fell straight out of a haunted house. It is fall, so even the trees are twisted and missing their leaves, and the evening begins to become late night with the moon hanging over. There's no wolves in the distance or anything like that, but it is a very ugly, old, dilapidated house. And the basement is dirty and smells of rotten meat. Now, in order for you guys to get into the basement, Durango had to go through the cellar door, which he had access to. The basement is dirty and smells of rotten meat and moldy cheese. A giant sideways beer barrel is on stands, but has collapsed from rot and putrid liquid froths inside. The 2 mine shredders don't seem to notice you at first. They seem to be tending a mound of crystal.
Oh, this is gross.
Oh, Wilhelm?
I actually wanted to make I guess it would be sense motive to see if I can tell if he is being honest
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
before Wilhelm wants to go.
Yeah.
I
You
think
guys
it's
can peek in
motive
there and
for
then make
that.
the sense motive. You see them doing whatever they're doing. Go ahead and roll sense motive. He's extremely terrified of these things. He is as honest as you can possibly think. He had no idea that these things in this experiment that's gone wrong would be able to overpower him so easily, and he seems relatively strong and powerful in the ways of wizardry. So the fact that this thing scared him and was able to overpower him this way, he's genuine in wanting you to help him clear this out. Xylo?
While Wilhelm is determining, my character is actually going to slowly walk around and peek around the edges of the corner.
Mhm.
And when I get back to the group, I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I got something caught in my throat. When I get back to the group, I'm just going to look at them and I'm just going to say, the cautious seldom err.
Okay.
Would you like me to go in first? I am the sneakiest, I think.
Well, if you really wanna. I'm okay with someone else going first.
Can you do 2 rolls at once? Or does it just one and then the other?
Do 2 rolls?
Yeah, since, hiding is both hide and move silently, so...
No, you have to do one and the other. And in this case, I would have you do an opposed move silently check.
Okay. They're the same rate. They're the same number, so...
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so...
So go ahead and make your move silently roll if you're going to sneak in there.
A 1. But it's still
No.
an 11.
Ouch.
High bonus,
That's
yo.
still a 1.
That's
That's
a
still
critical.
you tripping and falling down the stairs.
Night.
There's a bucket in your future.
They hear you, and they come charging.
Oh God!
All right.
Well, might as well lure them out of the basement, I guess.
Yeah, they heard you right at the bottom of the stairs. So,
You suck at this.
I think that means there's my...
okay, one I know hits. Does the other one hit?
Well, wait, what?
The 22 hits for sure. Does the first one hit?
Oh no, well, we need to do initiative first, don't we?
Not. We do the initiative after the charge.
No, I mean
Because-
for my action.
Your action was to sneak down there. They noticed you, and they get a surprise action charge, and then we roll
Yeah,
initiative and get into it.
Walking down the stairs, you remember my smoke sticks, right? You would have one ready, just in case.
But you didn't say that.
That's
Yeah,
because
from
nobody let me talk.
okay. Yeah, go ahead and go ahead and use the smoke stick. In the future, make sure I know beforehand. But yeah, it's good. We're still learning.
Yeah.
So, what does your smoke stick do?
Actually, were they on his belt? Yeah, they're on a belt pouch, so they'd be easy access. They're not in his backpack.
Mhm.
That's why they're there. So basically, yeah, as soon as he sees that they notice them, that's what he would do based on, I guess that's an initiative.
No, you can ready that action. It's fine. You
Yeah,
don't
that
need to
would
worry about
be,
initiative.
then that would be a ready to action.
Mhm.
Like, if he got to where they didn't notice him, he would put that away and get a weapon instead, but, yeah. That's the ready.
Okay, so you throw down the smoke stick and then
I have
leap
two,
back
so there
up.
goes one of them.
So you leapt back up the stairs, and they actually come charging through, but now they're standing at the top, and now we'll go ahead and roll initiative for everybody. So
What
Sorry,
was-
guys.
What was initiative again?
1d20 plus your initiative modifier.
Which for you, I think is 0. So
$21 for Durango.
Hey!
Got Buddy L. And Wilhelm. 21 also. Both of you have the same bonus. Okay.
Then go by who put it in first.
Well, they both go at the same time, actually. Okay. So Wilhelm and Durango both go at the same time. We'll actually let Wilhelm do his action first.
Well, let's see. Drawing a dart. Is that a move or a standard?
It's a standard to draw a dart, and then to throw it would be your other standard. But remember, full attack, you get 2 standards or 1 full action, but a full attack is multiple attacks. So drawing your dart and throwing it is still just 1 single action.
Yeah, but I only have 1 attack right now anyway.
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
so that's probably what he would do. He wouldn't get close to those things just yet.
Yeah.
That's for the other people to do. So I guess attack roll with my ranged attack. That would be +4.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 1d4. Certain weapons get strength bonus, right? Automatically.
Thrown weapons do get that strength bonus, yes.
So yeah, 1d4 plus 1. Not a crit.
Three.
3.
Okay. All right. So Durango, what are you going to do?
So I take it they've come out of the cellar and we're kind of gathered around the entrance, yeah?
Yep. Backs to the wall, and actually, it's kind of funny. Daimmer Doll has kind of shrieked, and he's crouching away, like he's fucking terrified of these things. So yeah, their backs are against the wall. The cellar door opens out of the floor. They're at the very top of the stairs, trying to figure out who they're going to attack first.
Okay, so I imagine that we're gathered around the cellar door entrance, yeah?
Exactly. Yeah, you're probably only 5 feet away right now.
Alrighty, I will go ahead and do the full attack.
Okay.
With the first one. Oh, whoops, derp.
You suck at this.
Yeah. Woof!
Hit.
That's a crit threat. Crit range
Okay,
is
go ahead and
1920,
roll this.
so...
Jesus, yeah. You're on a critical roll tonight.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? I never roll this good. Okay, so
That's a
that's a
crit.
crit.
Yep. So do your damage times 2. Just go ahead and roll and we can multiply it out afterwards.
Yeah.
Ten.
So
It
10.
dies. It's
Oh.
you lop both of its tentacles off with the attack, and it shoots green ichor all over the place, and it screams for just a moment, kind of painfully. MZ cringes, and then it stops altogether.
Oh,
As
neat.
It slumps forward onto what would be its face, except there are no features there. It's just. Okay, on to.
I'm not done yet. I still have
Oh, you're
2
not?
hooves. I'm gonna stomp him too.
The
I
dead
said
one?
I was gonna. The one that's still alive.
5 feet away, mid attack, full attack. No,
Okay,
they're in different
well, never mind.
circles, buddy. You can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I guess I
All
am
right,
off to
so-
one side or something.
Yep. Body L.
Just stomp on the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep
and I
trampling the hell
missed.
out.
Can I cast Smite Evil?
They are evil, so yes, you can.
Yay.
Alright.
I need some water. I'm gonna be right back.
So you do whatever you need to do, and your sword glows actually in a whatever color light you want it to glow in. Choose now.
Yellow.
Okay, yellow light.
Golden. I believe it for Smite Evil it's 1d20 and then my charisma?
Yeah, you add your
Yes.
charisma bonus. So, and that's to both your attack and to your damage. Well, no, it's
Okay.
your charisma bonus to attack and your paladin level to damage. So, you roll 1d20 plus your strength bonus plus 1, and your strength is
Uh-huh.
plus 3, right?
My
Buddy L. Your total. So, you're actually going to add plus 10 to hit to your.
Okay.
Because your longsword attack bonus is plus 5.
okay. So
So
like
you hit.
that.
And then
Okay.
you're going to roll your damage, which is 1d8 plus
1d8
plus 3, but you're going to add 1 to your because of your paladin level,
plus 3 plus 1?
or just plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay. And that's my smite damage?
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm kind of slow.
You lop this thing right down the middle, and it kind of folds apart and explodes a little bit. You went right through its spleen, and it just got ichor and gore all over the place. It splatters all over you. It's kind of gross. Your beautiful, clean armor is just slick with ichor right now because it just like expunged all this horrible
my
mist. All
spleen.
Yep. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Daimmer Doll collects himself and he walks up to you and he says, "The heroes are most gracious. I have seen your signs around town. You know that completing an adventure for me would make you very rich. Very, very rich indeed." As he hands you 36 platinum pieces. At first you thought his wheezing and gasping and weary speaking style was because of having been attacked recently. Turns out just Daimmer is a bit of a creep. Anybody
So-
can roll a knowledge religion to see if they can't figure out why he's talking this way.
I
do not have.
I
knowledge
will.
religion.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Knowledge religion can't be made untrained, so if you don't have knowledge religion, you can't do it.
I do have it.
Okay, you think it might be religion based, but you can't come up with a reason why. Now, interesting thing here, Zach, since there's no penalty for failure, you can either take a 10, which means you would naturally roll a 10, and it would take you 10 times as long as I normally would. In this case, it would be 60 seconds. Or you can take a 20, which would be you would just keep racking your brain about it for the next 20 minutes, and eventually you'll come up with it. Should you choose to do these things, you can, because there's no penalty for failure. As far as taking a 20, you can tell me at any time. Well, I want to really think about that and work it out on the way home and take it.
Okay. It doesn't really too much concern me. I actually approach him and look him in the eyes very intensely and just ask him, "What kind of experience were you doing down here that spawned these kinds of creatures?"
I cannot tell you. It is none of your business, and you shouldn't meddle.
I appreciate the fact that you paid us, as you said you would, but you need to tell us what's going on here.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy roll or an intimidate roll, whichever you feel is more.
Okay. Doesn't matter. It's the same for all. So,
Intimidate would go off your strength. Diplomacy would goes off your charisma.
I don't know why I did that.
my character sheet intimidate says charisma also.
Really?
Oh, do we all roll?
Oh.
Or
No.
He's the one doing the talking, so
okay.
no.
Okay.
Now you can
So-
fold your arms and try to look stern and add to his roll if you'd like, but that'd be something you'd want to talk about before.
Can I do that then? I'd like to kind of add to the
Yeah,
intimidation
absolutely.
factor.
Make an intimidation roll or whatever he's going to do.
Intimidation would be
Skill, intimidation.
And you need to roll at least a 10 or better to add 2 to whatever his roll's going to be.
well, intimidate.
Was your roll a 6, Zyros?
My roll is a 6 total 7.
Okay. Okay. That still takes it up to a 9. Xylo, what did you want to say?
I'm going to add into it, but I also wanted to add something to it while I'm saying it. So
Okay.
hold on. What was it? 1d20?
Willem, what you were going to say?
Wilhelm is much more interested in going over to the Durango and asking to see if he can check one of those platinums, do the bite test to see if it's real coin.
Okay. It's absolutely platinum. It glimmers like your dad's eye when he first saw your mom. It's amazing.
Okay, so here's
no,
my intimidate.
Yeah.
What am I adding? I just add it. And then
D20 plus your D20 plus your intimidate score, and you're trying to get better than a 10 to add 2 to Zyrost's attempt, which would take him to a 13. And he's at a 13.
I got a 22.
And while I stand up and I cross my arms,
Mhm.
standing beside him, I say, "Be not ashamed of mistakes, and thus make them crimes."
I like it. He says he's I'll act it, I guess. I am doing important work for my own gods. You, most importantly, would know exactly what I'm talking about. And he looks you right in the eyes, Zyrost. My gods are as important to me as yours are to you. And when I get told to do something, I do it.
I'm kind of standing at the back going, and now we'll be off!
Do you wish to help with my adventure?
There's more
That would
helping
depend.
we can do.
Depend upon what?
Before we would be willing to offer our help, we would need to know exactly what your motives are and what we would be getting into.
The servants of the loathsome god of Grummash have a secret weapon they intend to unleash upon this town. But you know the adventurers will intervene and correct the natural path of life, don't you? He hands you, or shows you, a detailed map along the Elves' Blood River to the jagged Agate Falls that shows a well-hidden stronghold entrance along the Spiderhaven walls. It's too short. You recognize the idea, but it's too short to get to memorize the map in the brief moments that he shows you.
So the god you serve is Grummash.
No, filthy Grummash. Go ahead and make another roll. His knowledge religion roll.
Jesus saves for half damage?
Wilhelm, the map looks legit to you in the few seconds that he showed it to you. You would guess, Zyrost, that he serves Nerul, which is the god of death. Which is not to say that he has evil intentions, but he loves raising some skeletons and zombies and loves messing around with dead stuff.
So he said that the work he's doing, though, is somehow related. Did you mention Grummash?
He
Or
wants
did I
you,
miss
the servants of the loathsome god Grummash have a secret weapon, and he wants you to fix it.
Oh, okay. So he's working against...
He's working against Grummash, yep.
Okay. I stared at him intently for a bit longer. Is there any way I can discern exactly how truthful he's being, or is that even an issue right now since the intimidation worked?
It's not an issue at all.
Okay.
Wilhelm did a check. Oh, as far as the ichor, there's nothing poisonous about it. It's just gross. It stinks a little bit, but no poison.
Shame. I was hoping this would give us something to use against any enemy mages in the future.
There's no fear of him lying. He's
Okay.
even though he's evil, he's been pretty straight with you guys. Now, as to what ends you'll complete once it's all said and done, you have no idea. But
All right, after staring at him for a bit, I just kind of subtly nod. I believe this is something that we can help you with.
probably should say I. The rest of the group's going to have to make their decision for themselves.
I believe this is something that I can help you with.
Well, I'm gonna wait to see what the others say first.
Okay.
So, who's Grummash?
The evil god.
Knowledge check.
Grumsh.
That's why I'm
Oh, you guys-
asking. I have
oh.
no knowledge religion at all.
Okay.
Oh.
That was
I would-
asking in character. I know who Grummash is.
Okay. I honestly think that
Ah.
characters would have that knowledge. As far as the pantheons of the established old gods, that would be something that every character would know.
Yeah, like
Now,
okay.
now, as to why he's missing an eye or what power that gives him, you have no idea.
Who's
But
jamming on
who
their
is Grummash?
speech
Who is Grummash is not a standard.
bar? Okay.
Is not something that he would ask, I think.
Okay. So I would know that their followers
the
are.
god of the
Greenskins?
orcs, you
Mhm.
silly Durango.
So I would know that the followers of Grummash would be orcs and goblins and the like.
Typically, yep.
Typically.
Typically.
Yeah.
Humans
Fight-
will Grummash.
Well, yeah. And kobolds and
Humans do
bugbears and all that
anything, humans
jazz.
are
Yeah.
stupid.
I walk back to the party and kind of pull them aside away from, what's his name?
Daimmer Dole.
Daimmer. And I'm just like, look, the gnome you saw in the tavern earlier is a longtime friend of mine, and the information that he gave me coincides with what this creature is telling us. I think not only for the safety of the town, but also as a chance to expand our reputation, this is a task that we should take up. Any ulterior motives that Daimerdal has, we can deal with at a later time.
Durango says, I'm in for fighting.
For what might be the first time, Wilhelm looks Daimmer straight in the eye and asks, would you be able to procure certain chemicals for me?
I do not know of what you speak. Be more specific, rogue.
I've been hoping to get my hands on some poison vials of specific types.
You know that should you finish this adventure for me, I could avail you to my own hoard of poisons. MZ, this is a problem for you. Poison in this world, depending on which ones they are, some are highly illegal.
Mm-hmm.
In front of her, he makes sure to mention at the end of it, nothing too nasty, of course, with a slight smirk at Daimmer's direction. It's unfortunate.
I guess I would. I was gonna ask, anything illegal? Stairs.
No, nothing. Nothing of that sort. Spider venom, snake venom, maybe some moss oak. Stuff that annoys, nothing that kills.
She doesn't completely trust him.
No reason to.
She has no reason to.
Yeah.
But she hasn't really caught him with anything yet, so there's not much she can do on that front.
Right. Typically, I think she would perhaps notify the authorities if she thought that he was, breaking the law. But then again, it's kind of tough to get paid when your boss is in jail. What about Xylo?
Shame we didn't already have access to
I'm mostly taking on the general aspect of what the group is going on with here.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm kind of just observing.
Okay. Do you accept the deal? You may keep anything and everything you find.
Again, kind of off to the side, away from what's base's name? I can't remember.
Daimmer Dahl.
Dimer
What's his bucket?
I'll write that down. I say to the group, I'm like, look, again, this would be great for our business if what he's saying is true, and I have information that leads me to believe that he's not lying about this. We could prevent a potential disaster at the town, but I also want to let you guys know that regardless of what you decide, this is something that I have to do.
Sounds like Pete's in, sounds like Brandon's in, sounds like... I guess we're waiting on Badiel, because it sounds like Wilhelm's in too. Okay, so you all kind of decide to go. He hands you the map, and it's clearly a 3-day trip to get from here to there. You know the area well, actually. You've been there a couple of times during the Spider Feast, excuse me.
Can we ask him if there's anything he knows of that we can expect upon arrival, any sort of dangers or traps that might be present?
I know only that... sorry, I wasn't even in character. I know only that dirty greenskins will be present. Slaughter them as you see fit. As far as laws go, MZ, there's no problem legally with that. Although arresting one and turning one in, if there truly is some sort of horrible plan going on, is going to be better than killing them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you guys the night to rest up, heal up, get your spells up, do whatever. You guys can embark in the morning. If you guys want to go to any shops, actually you'll embark at noon, so if you guys want to hit any shops, buy anything with your 36 gold plus 360 gold from the 36 platinum that you got to spend on anything, you guys can certainly divvy that up right now, or however you guys want to arrange that. That's up to you.
How much gold?
You got 36 gold the first time you met him, and then 360 gold from the 36 platinum the second time you met him. The platinum is worth 1 platinum to 10 gold, basically.
Wait, how much was the second time around again? I'm
The
sorry.
total was 396.
Yeah, the total gold that you guys have is 396. How you guys want to divide that, if you want to put that into kind of a central kitty or what, that's fine. It's recommended that you spend 15 gold to buy horses and a wagon. And, a gold
At which
each.
point Wilhelm would make at least one under the breath joke just in the hearing of the Durango. We could get a second wagon for who.
The characters of legend. Never travel with just one wagon. That's the
I had actually considered buying a cart for my character, so that's not, out of
Out of
too
character.
far out of thingy.
Okay.
The realms of possibility.
Yes, that.
I have to go.
I'm glad you specified that. Yeah. I don't know.
Hello, I am a train wreck.
Oh, yeah.
Being
totally.
30 plus is fucking awesome. Everything gets better once you're
Mm.
30.
I don't know, everything's been kind of shit for a while.
Except health insurance prices.
Yeah.
Dental care is kind of a pain in the ass, too, past 30.
Mm.
All right. So we are back
Oh,
together.
we are back. Okay, hold
Welcome
on
back,
just 1 second.
Does it get any worse than braces?
It's the daily maintenance and cleaning of your teeth.
Yes.
Starts to expound, and so you like chipping a tooth or having a tooth erode away or tooth pain.
Oh, yeah.
And I did a lot to take care of my teeth, but even today I still have a lot of serious problems with my teeth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing better than tooth pain.
So,
Yep, 5 days straight.
Yeah, tooth pain is probably the most horrific pain. Like, my boss was like the COO of the company was just like, I've had a heart attack, and that hurt, but nothing is as painful as tooth pain.
Yep.
I'm like, well, now I know.
All right. So are we rolling again, Brandon?
Let me
Yeah,
take
that's-
the message off of the screen, and we're good to go.
Okay.
And we're back.
Nice. So anybody listening or paying attention got to hear my diatribe on biobags. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is anybody even
Biobags
in it?
and banging 22-year-olds.
Banging
There was
22-year-olds.
one other person, but
Nice.
All right, that's fantastic. A little candid look into our lives.
Exactly. All right. The trip. So one of the things that was covered while everybody was gone, Zai Rost said that he thinks that while you should divvy up the gold evenly, you should consider the business as kind of a sixth man that should get some portion of the gold, so that no one person would have to foot the bill for the purchase of things that the group needs, like the fact that you're going to need a cart and a horse, and each person's going to need to just take one gold piece and throw it away and just say it disappears, and that's going to cover all of your provisions as far as food and traveling and wine skins and whatnot, going back and forth.
instead of having to come out of our own pocket.
Right. So,
As far as the exact percentages of how much should go towards the business and whatnot, I have no idea. But
now I am going to say that all of my gold calculations that I'm giving you in treasure calculations came off of an assumption of a 5-man party. So treating it as a 6-man party will, given a long enough timeline, put you guys behind. But then again, you may only need to put 100 gold into the kitty for the business to keep it up and running, and then top it off, and then go to a 100%. split, which wouldn't put you guys hugely behind. Whereas if you treated it like a 6-man, after 6 levels, you're a full level in gear behind. But we'll go ahead and say that you guys got all sorts of rays going on. Somebody playing with the arrow utility.
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay. So you guys get the cart and horse, however you want to figure out the 15 gold for that, plus the 5 gold that it cost you to travel for the 3 days, both back and forth. Any other things that you wanted? I know that Solus wanted to buy another smoke stick, and so you guys will have to figure out how he got that gold to do that.
For the time being, I guess just for the travel costs for this particular adventure, we'll just take out of the total gold that we have and then say just divvy up the rest between the 5 of us. Is that...
Okay. Yeah, divvy up the final amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
So
And then
how
we can
much were
figure out
those
something more
costs
permanent.
for the horse, the cart, and supplies?
20 gold total. 20 gold is the horse, the cart, which belong to the business, and then 1 gold per person for traveling, for food back and forth.
I have
Okay.
plenty of food with me, so that's fine.
All right. And so you follow the map pretty religiously, I guess is the best way to put it. Let's see, I'm trying to find the names of those. The path here. You follow the Elves' Blood River to the Jagged Agate Falls, and then you go to the Spider Haven Walls. The Spider Haven Walls, or spider webs, cover the Spider Haven walls like thick, dirty rugs. Yearly, a group of townspeople come out and light the webs on fire and chase the spiders down the ravine, finally filling the ravine itself with fire and feasting on their sudden bounty. It looks like it's a year and a half overdue. This year's Spider Feast will be a good one. You make plans to go and attend this year's Spider Feast if you're into eating cooked spiders. From here you can see the vantage point of the stronghold, and 4 goblins sit outside the entrance of the cave on some sort of lazy watch.
Uh-oh.
Or
Drawing
not
dicks
cave,
again.
stronghold, excuse me.
So how far away are we from the entrance and the goblins?
200 yards right now. And it's heavy. You guys are on an outcropping and a ridge facing down into it, and there's forest up to about heavy, dense enough forest that you could sneak up to about 30 to 35 feet away before it completely opens up. And it's actually bright white rock and sand, or a yellow dingy rock and sand that just kind of like juts out.
I made it me.
Obviously, Solus posted the remaining gold after the expenses, and then I divided up what each of us get.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you guys going to do?
Just kind of watch. I want to just kind of watch for a bit.
Okay. Make a spot check.
Stay out.
Stakeout. Want me to go kill a cow? We can have some steak with our stakeout.
No, thank you.
Just not the bottom round.
Yeah.
I'd like a shake with my steak, please.
Hey, we should go to the steak and shake.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah.
All right. Wilhelm sees Nutsink.
I'm in favor of just a
Durango.
full frontal assault.
Durango sees 2 orcs kind of walking a patrol on the ridge above. Taking a few more seconds to kind of map it all out, he sees that there's a natural walking path that it looks like they're going to come down to the front of the cave. It takes about 30 minutes for them to complete their control, and they're actually on their way down to the front of the cave now.
So can we make it to the entrance before they complete their round and avoid them?
If you left now, no. But if you gave them probably 3 minutes, they would come down, turn around, and go back.
Okay, so they're walking down to the cave entrance now, and then it looks like they just re-embark on along that same path,
Right.
which would be back towards us.
No, they would come from far away. If facing out from the entrance, they would take a left and walk up, or walk away about 700 or 800 yards, and then turn left again and walk up along a path that takes them to the top of the wall, and then they'll walk along the top of the wall to about 300 yards past the entrance of the cave, looking both down into the area and then back around along the flat plains that are beyond the wall, and they'll turn around and come back, come all the way back down.
Okay.
So they walk a J shape. They walk all the way up to the top of the ridge, walk the ridge, and then walk back from the top of the ridge all the way back down to the entrance.
Okay. And that's not where we are.
No, you guys are. I will draw.
Okie dokie.
So we have the ridge wall here. We have the cave entrance, or the stronghold entrance here. They walk this path and then go back. And you guys are over here. And it's forest down to about here.
I see.
Pathing around that wall is higher ground above where the entrance is.
It slopes down and meets the ground here. They have to climb up a little ladder right about here. Well, you know. They have to climb a ladder right there that's about 10 feet high, and then it slopes up over here, and it's about 100 feet high here.
And is there anything behind that ridge that we're aware of or that we can see?
You've been up there. I mean, this whole wall right here is covered in spider webs, and this right here is the ravine that they drive them down into. They drive them down in here, incinerate all of them, and then they bring them up here to eat. And so beyond this way is just plains.
Okay, and you said is that 100 signifying how high up that ridge is?
Yep. Here it's 100 feet tall. Yeah.
Okay. So, we only need to wait for them to turn around and come back, and then we can make our way. Can we make our way down here to the front of the citadel, or we're going to have to go around?
Oh, yeah, you can totally make your way down through
Okay.
here to the natural front of the citadel.
Okay. Okay. Just a memory refresher. What is our ultimate goal here?
Figure out what the secret weapon is.
Figure out what the sweet secret weapon is. Not necessarily wipe everything out.
Yeah, you might have to wipe everything out, but yeah, it's now MZ knows that they're breaking the laws by raising the secret weapon here. So,
But we have no information on
arresting-
what the weapon is.
yeah, arresting it.
Arresting orcs is like trying to drown fish.
All right, sorry, I didn't hear any of that. What?
Some paralytic poison.
Arresting orcs is like trying to drown fish, so we might as well just kill them.
Kill them all.
Paralytic poison. I think I turned to the group and just kind of put out the idea. This seems like with those two orcs up on that ridge, if we were to follow them up there, kill one and incapacitate the other, this seems like a good opportunity to gather information as far as what we are looking for inside and maybe what kind of forces we're up against. Because once we're inside, we don't know what we're dealing with, and we might not have an opportunity to isolate somebody in private to get information again.
Okay. What did you have to say about that, Durango?
That one was a while ago. I already did my talking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Good job not
All right.
paying attention, yo.
Sorry, man.
Okay, so what you're saying, we should follow them over there, kill one, get information from the other?
I think so. I think this is going to be our best
That might not
opportunity to
be
get
a-
an idea of what we're facing.
That might not be a bad idea, yeah, to get an idea of what we're facing.
Okay.
And there are 4 goblins guarding the entrance?
Mhm.
Okay.
So we would have to walk past them, or no?
If you walk through the forested area here quietly,
Okay.
and you walk far enough away from them that they're quietly is going to be very easy. You won't even have to make checks.
Okay. Let's do that.
Another question: with their patrol, the two orcs, how closely are they? Basically side by side, they're buddies, or is
Yeah,
like the one?
they're lazy and bored, and they're not good at their job. They're side by side, joking, laughing around, spitting, pissing.
And how far away from the entrance is the ladder they have to climb to get to the upper part of the ridge?
About 700 yards.
So quite a ways. That's 7 football fields.
Because
That's
well,
2/3 of a mile.
About that.
okay. So if we were to intercept them, say at the ladder, I'm just. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure the best way to approach this. Were it not for the fact that we could get some really useful information, I'd rather just really run in and beat the shit out of everything. So I'm not really sure how we should approach incapacitating the one orc to get the information.
You can
I have
flat
a
blade.
sap.
Yeah, Solus has a sap, and you can also flat blade things. You take a -2 to hit, and you do
I could
non.
do like a Hecarim chest bump thing.
Or you guys can just let me do something.
Oh,
I'm a monk. I can deal non-lethal damage
Oh.
at will.
okay.
Yep,
So we have
without
plenty
any-
of non-lethal damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so non-lethal
I
is
have handcuffs.
fucking creepy paladin.
That shit.
Is that a
All right.
paladin from the book of erotic fantasy, or
So you guys are, if you're quick about it with this plan that you've made, you could probably scurry through the forest and actually beat them to the ladder, if you wanted to go now.
If we
And-
did that, we would be out of earshot of the goblins at the entrance. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yep.
That's what I would do.
let's do it?
Okay.
All right.
I would have my sap ready for one of them.
Sounds good. You can even kind of plan out however it's going to go. You guys get there, and you have about a minute to figure out how it is. And it's actually one orc and one hobgoblin. Both of which are poorly armed. They both have clubs and shields. So how do you want to do it? And you can even author your own initiative right now before you go. So I'll go first, I'll go second, I'll go third. As a surprise round, you will each get one standard action, which includes a charge.
So which do we want to keep alive for information?
Is there stuff next to the ladder that I could actually just like wait there? Like
Without
close
them
enough to get a
seeing you,
sap?
probably not. You guys are going to need to rush in from the foliage of the forested area. The ladder itself is set. It's bright white cliff or yellowish cliff, and so if you're sneaking in front of that, there's no way they're going to miss you. No level of hiding in the world would be able to keep you from being seen,
Unless Shadow Dancer.
or unless hide in
Unless
plain
hide
sight.
in plain
Ranger.
sight.
Exactly.
Shadow Dancer.
Shadow Dancer, Ranger, whatever other classes. can
Not
be.
not a level 1 rogue,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unless they're blind, and they're not.
Let's make them blind.
I have a poison for that.
Hmm.
All right, so
Okay,
you guys
so-
are waiting. They're getting closer.
Okay, so might as well
Okay.
not use the sap.
Guys,
I'll
which
just
one
let
do
the
we
monk
wanna-
do that.
Which one do we want to kill? Which one do we want to subdue?
I think optimally we should probably subdue both and use one to torture the other. As in, try to figure out which one knows more information. And then torture
MZ,
his
does
buddy
MZ
in front of
recoil at the word torture?
and then torture his buddy in front of him to make him spill the
Does MZ have a problem with any of this?
Yes.
Fucking torture? Torture? You guys are running out of time. They're getting ready to climb the ladder now.
Well, I agree with with the concept. I don't think our paladin would appreciate that. Let's. Shit.
All right.
Well, Lady Bod, you can certainly cover your eyes for a few seconds.
The first orc is mounting the ladder and starting to climb
Okay,
the hobgoblin.
charging.
Hurry up, will ya?
You're charging a ladder that nobody's at yet.
No,
they're
they're there.
climbing up the ladder. It's time to go.
Let's
Oh, I thought
let's
they were
go.
climbing
Let's,
down.
No, they're climbing up it right now.
let's kill
Oh,
the
that's
orc. Kill the orc and get the information from the hobgoblin.
All right, I'll charge the hobgoblin then.
Okay,
Okay.
That'll
so
be my
I'll charge
charges.
the orc.
Brandon charges first. Go
I
ahead and
will
roll your
go for
charge
the orc.
attack. Hobgoblin gets charged by Peter next.
Okay.
I'll definitely
Um,
let you go first. If it doesn't get killed by you, I will flank it.
D20 plus 4. Eek.
That's a hit. He's flat-footed.
Woohoo! Okay, so 1d8.
And this is a
plus
ride-by attack, I'm
3.
assuming?
Yep, this is a ride by attack, so it gets times 2. 20.
He's dead.
Oof!
You lop his head off on the way by.
Whee!
So the hobgoblin's dead.
Icor sprays up the side of the wall. Now to see if the one goblin who's looking that way, since you didn't think about the fact that goblins can see 360, sees you, or even bothers to look in his lazy watch.
Oh god.
Just massacred him.
Oh, these are terrible lookouts.
It turns out that the goblin is actually sleeping and his eyes are just painted.
These goblins are playing dick chicken at the end of the. They're squabbling and arguing and throwing poop at each other. They have no idea that you're there, and they won't ever know that you're there.
Neat.
So Pete charges out at the hobgoblin, who lets out a shrill shriek in seeing his buddy go down.
Okay, and that's charge is just a regular attack roll, right?
No, you're going to add 2 to your damage, but you're going to subtract, or 2 to your attack and nothing to your damage, and then you're going to subtract 2 from your armor class if he gets a chance to attack back.
Okay,
So
for
wait,
anybody.
what? I'm sorry.
Add 2 to your attack roll.
2 to
So-
my attack.
Whatever your attack roll is, plus 2.
Add 2 to it.
Oh, that's a hit.
Alright then. Then damage. What is my damage? I don't add any damage, right?
Only your strength modifier.
We had some activity in the chat.
Nice. Who said what?
Tard Revel Green says, "I wonder how this story will play out."
Cool. I hope you're enjoying Tard Revel Green.
Log on, dick.
Can they see the
Oh.
app too?
Oh, you knocked
Yeah,
him
they
out.
can see the app.
Yeah, non-lethal.
That's all that's on.
Alright.
Actually, that's all that's in the window.
Ah.
You knock him out. He falls backwards and head hits the ground, and he is out.
Hey, I did a thing.
Do we have any sort of rope or anything that we can restrain him with?
Yeah.
Now, even though these goblins are being are having some serious grab ass going on, you'll probably want to drag them back to the forest.
Okay.
I normally wouldn't tell you that, but you know they did roll a 1, so I get to help you a little bit.
Alrighty.
Alright.
All right. So let's move him back away from where we can be seen, and then do we have anything that we can restrain him with?
I carry a rope.
The paladin has handcuffs.
Okay. So
Paladin
Wilhelm,
also has handcuffs.
Wilhelm ties him up. Does the paladin want to use the handcuffs too, or are we good with tie?
Sure.
Okay.
No,
tie.
we need more.
Okay.
Just in case.
Use the rope on the feet. Use the manacles on the hands.
There you go.
Can we get a ball gag, please?
Should we move the body?
Huh?
I might have one of those. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, probably. Yeah,
I'll
alright.
grab the body and drag him back.
I'm gonna help with the body. Yeah.
So you drag him back
I
into
would,
the.
I would just swing it over the horse. I mean centaur. I mean horse.
Don't. He's still leaking blood. I don't want it on me.
Amazing.
Do we have both horse and a centaur?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the horse is still
That horse
where
is
you left
hitting
it.
on me.
The horse is way back, way back. There's no way you could have taken it through the underbrush, even with the easily distracted goblins, to the ambush point. So it's actually the first place you guys started. So you drag the hobgoblin back. It's at 0 hit points right now. It's at 0 hit points right now, which means he's struggling to stay alive. What are you going to do to fix that?
Really, even non-lethal damage?
Non-lethal takes him to 0, but no lower.
I will go ahead and
Does anybody have
cast
heal?
I'll cast a Cure Minor Wounds
Well,
to give
I
him
mean,
1 hit point of damage or of
Hold
health.
on. With the heal skill, you won't have to use any spells. It's not that hard to get somebody
does-
up to 1.
You can kill him if you fuck the roll up, though.
Oh. Yeah, good point. I'll
So-
just shut the fuck up now.
So Zyrost lightly caresses the hobgoblin's head. It's okay, buddy. Brings it back to 1 hit point, and he slowly comes to through a litany of green-skin curses. Does anybody understand hobgoblin, or orcish, or goblinish? Any of those languages?
Will him understand that?
Oh.
Goblinese.
Goblinese.
I forgot to pick languages. Hooray!
All right. So he curses a bunch, and then
Son of a bitch.
finally he starts yelling, "Let me go! Let me go!"
All right, I put on my brass knuckles,
Oh, he got them knuckles ready.
walk up to him, and grab him by the throat,
Okay.
and say, "I want you to tell me everything you know about what's going on inside there."
One eye gets really, really, really big, like almost pops out of his skull, and he says, "What do you want to know?"
What are you working on in there?
Working? The hell are you talking about?
What's going on in there?
It's he's confused. He has no idea what you're talking about.
Great.
The secret weapon.
Can I? Do I know that he's being honest?
Yeah, you can do a sense motive check.
What would that be?
And he hears
Sense
you say
motive.
secret weapon, and he says, "Me no know. Me hear lots of screams and cries, but no, me no see nothing."
Yeah, I'd like to sense motive just to make sure he's not bullshitting.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so that would be 1d20 plus 4.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth.
With a 9?
He has no reason to expect anything else.
Wait, who rolled that?
That was you, wasn't it?
Well,
No.
No.
That
Wilhelm,
was,
you can unlock-
Wilhelm has no
So?
reason to expect that he's not telling the truth.
Okay. How many are inside?
Go ahead and make another sense motive. And he tells you 18. 18 are inside.
11.
As far as you know, as far as Wilhelm knows. Big troll inside. You no one go in there.
Big troll. What else?
Kill you dead. Kill you dead.
Can you use sense motive untrained?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
well.
a system check.
Okay.
all the sense motives.
So, Mr. Hobb.
Untrained, there's a penalty, isn't it? Isn't it -4 for the penalty?
Not on sense motive.
Okay.
No. Oh, gee, yeah, he's lying out his ass.
He's not. He's full of shit.
Maybe, but
Let's see if we can beat. No, he's really full of shit. Let's see if we can, beat some of that shit out of him.
All right, so I've still got I grab him by the throat,
Mhm.
and I reel my fist back with my brass knuckles, and I slam my fist into the tree beside his head, next to him, and look him in the eyes and say, "Tell me the fucking truth."
Oh, Xylo, go ahead and say what you're going to say.
I walk up and I place my hand on Zyros' shoulder, and I look at the hobgoblin, and I just lean in and politely say with a smile, "If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand."
He's pushing along, man. He's keeping it up.
Hmm.
Ha, let me stomp on his nuts.
I kind of look back at the group like, guys, a little help here? Anybody else have any ideas?
Tell us and we'll let you live. Tell us the truth, and I won't stomp your nuts. And I kind of
He doesn't think you're going to do it.
Can I do a diplomacy roll?
This is way
Maybe a
beyond
subtle
diplomacy.
approach.
This is like
Maybe.
intimidate or, I don't know. Don't paladins have something like the lasso of truth or some shit?
Not until way later.
Oh, it's not until way later do they become Wonder Woman.
Yeah, exactly.
I
All right,
guess
out
I
of the
can
way. I'm gonna
intimidate
stomp
him
him in the
then.
nuts.
Good measure.
MZ,
Okay.
are you gonna let Brandon stomp
Well.
on this guy's nuts?
No.
He's on his way through to try to do it.
Feet in the air, kicking, and coming down.
Okay, you hit him in the nuts. He takes.
Well, I was gonna miss.
Oh, you were gonna miss.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna miss intentionally, like right next to his crotch. Should
Just
I
intimidate
do
him.
a two-hit roll to not hit his nuts?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Critical fumble, and you're gonna hit him.
Oh boy, hoof attack is at -5.
Well, a natural one's the only thing that's gonna hit him. So 5% of the time.
Oh Jesus!
It was very close. He breaks a little bit of a sweat. You
Tell.
kill me now. I mean, I'll tell you nothing.
That can be arranged.
All right. I lean in and tell him.
Well, Wilhelm's
sorry.
coming at him with a dagger, and he's starting to freak out a little bit. Go ahead and make an intimidation roll, and add 4 to it.
Oh, we are so beautiful. It's great. The paladin is
just
shitting
over
her
here
plate
like, I
mail.
can't see this, I can't see this, I can't see this.
What are you talking about? All I'm offering is words of wisdom.
How's that intimidate roll coming, Wilhelm?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Alright.
1d20 plus your standard at +4 because pointing the blade at his eye is scaring him.
That would scare the fuck out of me. I don't like things being anywhere near my eyes. That's why I don't contact lenses.
They're not bad once you get used to them. It's just fucking getting used to them. Okay, yeah, he's shitting his pants too. 8. They're only 8. Only 8. Only 8. No, please let me live. Let me go. Oh God.
Is there a troll in there? Were you
No
telling me
troll.
the truth
No
about
troll.
that?
And now,
Only 8
is
men.
there any other entrance to that cave?
No, one way in, one way out. God, get that thing away.
Secret weapon, secret weapon.
You hear lots of screams and cries from Master's chambers. No one, no back there.
Seems legit.
I agree. I
He
think we've
passes
done
out
everything
from the
we-
strain and the stress.
Not yet, not yet.
No, he's okay.
No.
Give me just a second. You can describe what you're saying instead of typing it.
Oops.
Ooh, boy. Then he passes out. Gone.
The smell of feces fills the room, fills the forest.
I look back in the group and I'm like, all right, guys, I think we have everything we're gonna get from this little goblin. The more time that we waste, the closer they come to completing whatever secret weapon they're working on. I think it's time to get a move on. Eight, whatever. I don't think it's going to be a problem for us.
I don't think so either.
Now, this is actually a good stopping point as you guys are getting ready to siege the stronghold. And I know Pete has to be in bed by midnight his time, and we're encroaching on it quickly. You guys want to call it a night?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Great game tonight, guys. Thank you very much.
Yay.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I had a lot of fun.
I'm
Good.
already looking
One
forward
thing
to
I
the
always
next
try
one.
to do, I like to do a one thing you liked and one thing that I could do to improve. And I kind of ask everybody to be willing to tell me in the game, so it can help me get better at it. So, Brandon, one thing you liked and one thing I can do to improve.
I want this to be resolved.
I loved the Hobgoblin's Russian accent. It was good, yes. Also, one thing to be improved on, just a little bit of crowd control. I know we did a little bit of talking over the top of each other, and that's something we can all work on. But seeing as how this is our first time, it wasn't even too bad. Other than that,
Yep. Tonight's one of the most enjoyable groups I've had in a long time.
already,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. This was a good one. All right, so we'll go to Pete because he's an old hand at this particular system. Pete, one thing you liked, one thing I can improve.
I know we had some lucky rolls about it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the first two encounters that we did really, really ended obscenely abruptly.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally like... actually, 3 attacks. 3 attacks ended the first 2 combat phases.
Yep.
Which literally left it for, a number of us to not do anything. Which, again, I know it's constituted under lucky rolls.
Yeah, and it's not my fault. I was dumping out bags of crittles everywhere.
Our crit Rango here.
Taste the rainbow.
So I guess I'll list that down as what I didn't like. I felt like again, and while I know it was part of the RNG, it's I kind of felt like the beginning encounters were a little underwhelming. As for what I liked, I got the Falcon kick somebody, but I have to agree. I did like the fact that we basically semi-tortured a goblin in front of a paladin, and not a single person mentioned one thing about me just dropping bits of wisdom everywhere. So good.
And it did. It felt. You guys feel like a very powerful group, and so I may need to tune up the fights going down because I want battles to go at least a full round. I want everybody to get at least one action in, and that'll even out as things get tougher. But you guys were beating CR1 creatures, which are usually supposed to take 2 to 3 full rounds, and you're just pounding them into the ground. So I agree. And it was a little bit frustrating for me. I'll be able to tune it.
Go ahead.
All right, so we'll go to Solus.
I understand the time constraints. I don't like to be rushed.
Well,
like
and
the thing where I didn't really get a chance to tell you about the prepped action with the smoke stick ahead of time because it was just kind of done too fast.
Right. I do. I do apologize. I usually like to take what someone tells me and go forward with it. And I understand that you were frustrated, and that was kind of my fault. I think one thing you're going to learn is when you tell me something, I'm going to take what you tell me and go with it. If you're going to, so don't be afraid to give me a full explanation of what you're going to do before allowing me to go forward with it. Don't be afraid to say I'm going to have a smoke stick ready. I'm going to, if I surprise them, I'm going to throw it, and I'm going to expect that moving forward. I'm going to expect that to be a standard strategy from you. But I do understand, and I think you and I will learn to communicate better. And so I will try to make sure that I get the full idea of what you're going to try to do, and so I'll try to improve that.
Like, I took both alertness and stealthy. This character is supposed to be stealthy. That's the whole thing.
Yep.
So
I understand. What was
you
something?
can do traps, but you would rather just not be seen in the first place.
Okay. What was something that you enjoyed?
Tripping over a bucket. Rolling a freaking one.
All right.
I haven't actually killed him yet. I held it to the throat. I was giving everyone else a chance to act on that.
Yeah, he just cut him on the way out, which, if you saw, you may not be too happy with it. We may have to do an opposed roll for that.
Like, if you want to stop him, you better do it. You will do it if nobody stops him.
Oh, I can't edit it. The text.
No, but
Shit.
Okay, well then, it's
okay. Then what
we'll
would the
just kind
post
of
roll be? I forget it.
So, what was one thing you liked?
So basically, you want to say that you should leave him alive so that we can give him to the authorities, rather than that.
Yeah.
And what's said in the chat isn't written in stone. Obviously, I mean, we got to make good decisions. So, based on the true information.
Probably leave him tied up by the horse.
tie him to a tree.
All right.
Cover him in honey, let the ants have him.
So, MZ, what was one thing you liked about the campaign so far?
I like where it's going so far.
Okay.
With the whole adventure group. It did, like Soul said, feel a bit quick. I like to think out things, so I was kind of quiet because there would be a moment where I was like thinking of what I wanted to say, and then I just couldn't think and then quick enough.
That's cool. And yeah, again, part of this is me like having a game that has a good clip. It's nothing is more torturous than sitting around a group listening to them think for 3 to 5 minutes per situation. And so part of me driving and pushing in this way is me trying to not let the game devolve into that. So I do apologize. I may not be able to fix that one as far as things I can improve, because
I guess
I'm not doing it for time constraints. I'm doing it because it's boring for everyone when everybody sits around and thinks out every problem, and that's just not how role-playing goes.
Like I said, like I was about to say, I guess it's just something that I have to get used to more than anything.
So, since I'm now curious. Since the game since we have stopped, Doug, are you going to be giving us new cue cards next time?
Yeah.
Okay, so then now I'm actually going to ask, what was everybody's cue cards? I'm curious. I want to see if anybody pulled them off.
I tried to get mine through.
Let me ask Zyros real quick. Zach?
I thought I enjoyed your descriptiveness with new settings and everything. I thought that was that really helped kind of paint the world and definitely helped draw me in. As far as complaints or what could be improved on, honestly, I'm not really sure.
That's fine.
I just really don't have any feedback for that at this point. I'm just having a really awesome time, so.
Yay!
Yay! And that's perfectly fine. I mean, when you do think of something, don't hesitate to tell me. Is the ultimate end goal of this exercise. So, and I will try. And sometimes I'm gonna have to say, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that one. But I try not to say that too often. because I'm supposed to tailor it for my group. So if you guys want some more time to think, I can definitely give that to you. I genuinely do not want it to turn into a lot of time thinking.
Yeah, I think the easiest way
There's
to, I think the easiest way to fix the power, the power flow that we have
Mm-hmm.
would be to not add stronger enemies, but maybe add an extra enemy to the encounter.
Or give them more hit points.
Yeah, or give them or give them the toughness feat. Just
Yeah.
add the toughness feat to them.
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
hit
give them
points.
just an extra 3 hit points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because,
so do we want
you
to
seem
read
to
off
have a
our
pretty high power group, so.
do we want to read off our cue cards?
Yes, I want to hear what they were.
Or
what
what
they're
was yours,
supposed-
Pete?
Mine?
You're the one wanting to know, so what was yours?
Mine was every time I drop some sort of Confucius wisdom.
Well done.
How many times do you have to pull that off?
I
4 or
could-
5.
It was up to 4 times. Or no, I get a bonus up to 4 times. I actually did it 6
Yeah,
times.
you did it. You did it 5 or 6 times. Yeah, there's a bunch in there.
That was really good.
The,
that
it-
was-
the only
no,
time
that
you ever
was
said
really
something, he
fucking
was
good.
dropping Confucius.
Yeah.
I just figured that was like part of your character. Like,
Yeah,
That was
at this
really,
point,
really
I'm pretty
good.
sure Wilhelm just kind of ignores that shit.
And well,
I'm
now
really-
you and now, well, if you think about it, now it's gonna have to be part of
Yeah.
his character.
I'll try to keep it in there. I really will. But honestly, I was thinking of different things, and I was like, oh man. And I actually looked up his quotes, and I was like, I'm gonna see which one of these I can fit in there. And I was like, oh, that one works. Oh, that one works. That one works. And then you guys just made it easy. Next.
All right, let's. Who wants to go next?
You.
My card was you're obsessed with trying to put poison on your blades, but you can't find any. Meant at least 2 times not being able to find poison.
Well
Actually,
done. Well
he
done.
did too. He did fit that in.
Uh huh. Well done.
And after you need to at least at once after battle point out that poison would have been awesome if you had it. Unfortunately, I never actually got a melee attack, so I never really got the chance to do that
Oh,
You
until
did-
the very,
the
very,
very
end.
end. Yep.
I said if only I had the toxins already, because we could have just left him with toxin and left him to die, or knocked
True.
him out for a day while we did our crap.
True. Alright, Beef, what'd you get?
mine was I need to go off on a tangent, pining about how centaurs do it back home. And I only did it. I only got to do it once, and it was typed out, so I don't know if anybody got it.
I saw it. Yeah.
What'd you have, MZ?
Mine was hold on. Mine was every time I exclaim something, I need to lead with, "By the wisdom of the star elves," blah 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 blah.
Ah,
And I did it once.
nice. Who's left?
Nice.
Zach?
Zach, what'd you get?
Yeah, I had to. Before I attack, I had to come up with some sort of battle cry. Hence this is my boomstick, and I need to afterwards ask the rest of the team whether or not they liked it. And I had to pull that off with 3 different battle cries 3 times. So I only got the opportunity to do it once since I only had 1 attack.
That's awesome. That is way awesome.
So you get if you either get full bonus, which is up to the 200, or if you completed it only X times, just divide however many you needed to get by 200, and that's how many you'll get.
What are you talking about? 200 what?
200
Bonus
XP,
experience.
200 experience. So if I told you needed to do it 2 times, if you only got to do it once, you still get the 100. And I'll carry it over into the next session, so you can still catch up to fully even.
Oh.
Plus
Yeah,
on top
Oh,
of
well,
giving.
you just told me
then.
that I only had to do it once for 200 XP.
Yeah,
I wasn't even told about the XP, so
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know why we were doing that. It was just flavor.
Well, it is. I offer.
Neat.
Sometimes I'll offer re-rolls. Sometimes I'll offer experience. Early, I like to offer experience, and then later, I like to slow it down a little bit because actually, this first capsule, this first module, will get you to level 2. So is the way that it's designed. So
So then the easiest way to say it is that we're all level 2.
not yet.
At the end of this.
Yeah, at the end of this.
At the end of the cave.
Once you break the secret weapon and take it back to
Yeah.
Daimmer Doll.
Neat.
Hopefully by next time I can have some music that we can play. I usually like to add music to these games.
And if you want a voiceover, let me know.
Absolutely.
I can do some stuff.
Sweet.
And then
We
like,
voiceovered on the last one, didn't we?
I think so. Like you gave me the music, and then I did a voiceover and put the music to it, and then sent you the MP3.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then played it for the group.
Yeah, I'd
This
be
is-
okay with doing that again.
Yep, this is kind of a prologue adventure before we get into the adventure proper. Just kind of everybody learning how they work, but still.
Well, I think that's about that's gonna do it.
So good fun, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
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 Good game, guys.
Now I'm
Thank
gonna
you
have
for
to
DMing.
think of
Hopefully next week Monday, and if not next week Monday, the Monday after that, faux show.
Okay.
Okay.
And if we should probably in this chat area on Skype, if try to come up with better timing because with Pete having to go all